Yo, what up? This is Mike Brown,
This is Alpha.
and this is The Art of Letting Go.
Letting go. Letting go.
Yeah, man.
What's up, man?
Not too much. Really just enjoying life. The thing that's been on my mind most has probably been energy.
Okay.
Just because of the post you made, the post I made, and just my experiences with energy. Shout out to Alex.
Shout out to Alex.
But I
Shout
shout
out to
her out
Alex.
because I feel like our energies is what drew our connection to each other. And when I think about energy, I think about, one, the energy that we take in from other people, but two, the energy that we give out.
Okay.
You know, a lot of times we try to protect the energy that we take in, but we also have to be very aware of what we give to other people.
Okay.
We keep going.
I'm listening, man. You got me. You got me hooked. I'm listening.
So I'm just kind of, I guess I'm thinking about that because initially this morning when I woke up, I really didn't want to come record this podcast. And it was just because I was tired as fuck. I just got back in town. I had to go get my car. It was just a lot of shit that was building on my energy that made me not want to come and do this.
Right.
But then I took a minute to recharge myself. I went to the beach this morning. I have the opportunities to work. I substitute teach, and I had a lot of work come in this morning that I could have taken, but I knew my energy was down.
Right.
So I took time to restore myself. So I went to the beach, I read, I meditated, I did yoga, I slept, and maybe by noon or 1 o'clock, I was ready to go.
Yeah.
So I fixed my energy. And once I fixed my energy, I ran into somebody that I know, but I never really had the opportunity to really get to know.
Yeah.
And we connected, and I feel like we connected because our energies were in the same place. You know, when I first moved to LA, I used to hear people talk about your energy this, your energy that. I used to just really think it was bullshit.
Right.
But it's so real.
It is.
Because
it really is.
what you bring to the table usually determines how things go. And I've noticed that a lot with myself. Like when I come in with something negative, I usually get a negative result.
Yeah, absolutely.
And same thing for positivity, though. I don't want to just put it on negative, but when I bring positivity, I usually get it back in abundance.
Yeah, you're normally met with whatever you bring
Yeah.
to a situation, and that's why I try my best. I'm not always successful at it, but I definitely try my best to bring positive energy. I kind of woke up on the same note you did.
Yeah.
I didn't have a great Sunday, and so I woke up at like 4:30 this morning, just in a real kind of like, today's about to suck.
Yeah.
Like I had to go to work, I had to get ready for all of that stuff. So I actually got up and kind of did the same thing. I meditated a little bit. I actually read my Bible, which I haven't done in a long time. And I just meditated on some of the stuff that I was reading about. I started texting one of my homies something that was just on my mind. I just kind of need to get it off. And I got to have a conversation with my wife before I left, which is far and few because normally I get up, get dressed, and I leave.
Yeah.
And that really changed my energy for the day.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? Like that was just a little charge and I was wondering why I woke up so early because I never wake up that early. You know what I'm saying? Like my alarm didn't go off yet. I tried to go back to sleep. My body was like, nah. And I just felt the stress and felt, you know, I'm doing a lot of different stuff right now. And it was starting to weigh on me a little bit, especially over the weekend. And it was cool. It felt really good to go to work on that positive note and to bring that energy. Like I was productive. You know what I'm saying? I got to take care of a lot of the different stuff. I had some different people that I had to kind of train today, and I had the energy to, like, if I would have went to work in the mindset that I had when I first woke up, it would have been a dead day. Like I wouldn't have been able to train nobody. I wouldn't have been able to share no information with nobody. And so you're right, man. Like getting that recharge is definitely necessary. for everybody.
Yeah, and I think being aware of when you need it too.
Right.
You know, like yesterday, for example, for me, like when I go to these basketball tournaments, trust me, I love being around people. I love seeing people I haven't seen in a while, but I'm also very introverted.
Right.
So I can only take so much of being around people and no more.
Right.
But I try to force myself to do it.
Yeah, you can't do that.
And when I force myself, my energy is just depleted. Like yesterday, I felt it. Today, I woke up with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's almost like when you feel yourself getting sick, and then the next day you wake up with a sore throat. That's what it was for me emotionally.
Right.
Like I've talked to so many people. I've engaged with so many people. And now it's emotionally drained me because I've had to take in all of this energy.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to find some balance within that because I don't want to, at least for me, in my mind, it comes off as me being like standoffish or distant when it's really me just taking care of myself and quote unquote protecting my energy. And it's not really protecting, it's more so me being considerate of myself.
Yeah.
You know, so I try to find balance in that because something about it doesn't feel right. Or something about it doesn't sound right in my head, but something about wanting my space feels right for me.
Yeah. I get that. I definitely, I've gotten more comfortable with just sharing with people where I'm at.
Yeah.
Like if it's a lot of people around and I find because I definitely do that. I'll do that at family functions where I'll just go find an empty room. And just be like, all right, I'm gonna chill in here for a little bit.
That's real.
But I've definitely come to a point where I'm like, you know what? I'm not feeling it right now. And y'all can joke and y'all can do whatever y'all do, but I just need to just sit here and chill. And maybe what you're doing, maybe your energy will pick my energy back up. You know what I'm saying? But for right now, I just kind of need to sit. It's like for me, I don't play too many video games anymore.
Yeah.
I play 2K when I can. But I enjoy watching other people play the game sometimes. And just like the story, especially if it's like a storyline kind of game. And so sometimes I just like to sit back and kind of watch what's going on and kind of see like, okay, how do I feel about this? And how do I feel about that? And I start asking myself those questions to kind of see where I'm at, to see if this is even where I want to be. And you're right, as far as like protecting or guarding your energy is true. Like you have to do it. Like I have a lot of people come to me for different situations and stuff that they want to talk about and they need to get off. And for the longest before doing this, I really didn't have nowhere to get nothing off because I had to listen to everybody else. And I'm at the point now where I'm like, nah, I can't even have this conversation with you right now.
Right.
Like I can't do it because it's going to lead me and drive me to be I can feel like as soon as the conversation starts, I feel a shift in myself. And I'm like, I'm sorry, bro. Like I love you, but I can't take this right now. And it kind of feels bad sometimes because it's like you really want to be there for a person, but you got to know what you can take and what you can't take. Because if like you can tell me whatever you need to tell me, but if I can't help you and I can't boost your energy or change or shift anything or the way that you're thinking, we don't even need to engage in this conversation because I'm just going to lead you down the wrong way because you led me down the wrong way.
That's real. And I agree with that. And I say that because people bring a lot to me, but I think is also being selective in what you take in and what you don't, because somebody may be bringing something to you that, you know, they may just need to vent. But then I also have people in my life that just constantly complain with the negativity.
Right.
And it's like, okay, now your negativity is starting to affect me. Maybe not worrying about the same thing you're worried about, but things in my life that aren't clear for me. Now you have me worrying about those. So, yeah, man,
it can shift you, man. It can change your perspective on stuff. Like even you could be in the greatest of moods and working on something and just feel so good about something. And somebody comes and they just you can feel the negative energy. You can feel the presence. And I was the same when I first moved out here. Like everybody was talking about energy and I was like, that nigga's talking about, man. Like nothing about that felt real to me.
Right.
But as I spent time out here, and I started to pay more attention to myself. I think that was more of what it was. Like I started to pay more attention to me and what I needed, and then I started to feel it.
You have to be in tune with yourself.
I was like, okay, this is what people are talking about. You know what I'm saying? Whereas before I was just kind of moving and hustle and bustle and doing whatever. But I can feel when my energy is negative and I don't want to give it to somebody else.
Yeah.
And we've definitely had those conversations where it's been like, I kind of felt you was kind of off today. You know what I'm saying? But you have to look at where you are and what you got going on and see what you can really handle. Like, it's the reality of the situation. Whether you're in a relationship, whether it's just your homies, whether it's your family, like, either if they respect it or if they don't respect it, you have to take the time that you need for yourself to clear whatever it is that you need to, so that you can give to them what it is that they need too. Because we reciprocate this energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have an energy, I have an energy, and if we both have a good energy, then we go leave and go do whatever else we got to do with that same energy. But if you come in and you kind of dragging me down a little bit, it might not seem like nothing, but you'll leave, and all of a sudden I just get real tired.
Yeah.
And I really won't want to do too much. And so I agree with you, man. Like, the finding different people, and I feel like we've really been rocking in that, and we've been sharing it a lot with the different people that we've been rocking with as far as the circle goes.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's energy has kind of been on one accord. Like, even the fact that you had a weird day yesterday, I had a weird day yesterday. We both kind of woke up on some different energy,
right,
and were able to do something about it to change the way that our day went. It means something.
It does. And that makes me think about, for a long time I've always thought about how we're all connected.
Mm-hmm.
And I do believe that. But knowing that we're all connected makes me even more focused on myself, because it's like, okay, if I'm good,
right,
then I know everybody around me is going to be good. If I'm not good, then other people around me are going to be not going to be good. If I'm distracted, people are going to be distracted.
Right.
So I guess that's why I do focus a lot on my energy, so that everything and everybody around me is good.
Yeah. The team doesn't work unless you do.
Yeah.
Like, if one part of the team isn't working, it doesn't work. It does not work. And so I just want to, again, I know I probably do this a lot, but I appreciate you. I appreciate the energy that you bring. I appreciate that. I appreciate the energy that you bring, man. And it's been a really positive influence on my life. And even doing this podcast has been a really positive influence. I look forward to it.
That's what's up.
I really look forward to coming in here and having these conversations. And, outside of this, we converse here and there during the week. And, we got the Instagram and doing whatever. But it's just cool to be able to get whatever it is off from the past week, and then kind of move forward from there. So I really enjoy it. And I'm looking forward to continuing to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Like, this is fun for me. Anything else you want to talk about with some energy?
I mean, I think we covered most of it. I think one thing that we both can really share is how we fix our energy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because a lot of times when I'm in it, I'm not really thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of just going through the motions and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to become better at recognizing when I'm off and knowing those tools that get me right.
Right.
So it's just like, and I think we've talked about this before, but we are writing our own prescriptions, mm-hmm, and our own medications that work for us. So a lot of times, like I said, I'm gonna meditate today.
Right.
Going to the beach. Like, going to the beach is probably one of the most healing things, mm-hmm, for me, because something about just being near water, hearing water, mm-hmm, is very calming, and my mind is going 100 miles an hour every day. Yeah. So that slow down for me, it takes me somewhere, and it brings me back, mm-hmm, to where I need to be. I really try to stay away from drugs. And I'm saying drugs, like I do lots of drugs, but I really try to stay away from like smoking weed, mm-hmm, and drinking and just doing shit that is kind of counterproductive in fixing myself. Because now what I've learned is sometimes that shit enhances how I'm feeling.
Absolutely.
So, I like to be real clear. I enjoy what I enjoy, but I like to be very clear, mm-hmm, on what I'm trying to reach. Yeah. So I definitely avoid that.
I like to go for walks.
That's what's up.
Just being outside does something for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, just being with nature, and even if it's in the city, you know what I'm saying? Like walking through downtown Long Beach. I can walk to the beach. Like, just walking and seeing people and watching. Sometimes I walk with my headphones on. Sometimes I'll just listen to the things that are going on around me, and I'll speak to people. Like, being around people is really good for me because I tend to isolate myself.
I think it's that fresh air too, man. Like, something about breathing in air outside. Because growing up, I used to always spend a lot of time outside.
Yeah, me too.
But now as an adult, I'm beginning to appreciate being outside again.
Absolutely.
And there's something about just taking that shit in.
Yeah, even drives. Like, going on long drives and maybe listening to a certain kind of music. Like, being very intentional about what I'm listening to.
Yeah.
Can start to shift my mood. Another thing that that's mainly what it. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. The last thing that I do is sometimes I allow myself to feel the way that I feel.
Yeah.
And just let it kind of function through. Because sometimes you just get worn out. Sometimes you worn down, and trying to do things about it just makes you even more exhausted and makes you even more tired and pulls you back even more. So sometimes I'll just be like, you know what? I can go for a walk, but if I feel this way when I get back, I'm gonna be okay with that.
Right.
And
Absolutely.
And just rest in what it is and look forward to what I have to do the next day. And look forward to, like, all right, I'm gonna sleep and I'm gonna chill and I'm not gonna do too much to overexert myself because this is the way that I feel today and it is what it is. And be okay with it. Like, sometimes I can't fight it.
Right.
That's just how I feel. And I'll rest in that. And then more times than not, I'll wake up the next day and I'll feel a lot better because I let myself process through that. Like, I feel like, I've heard people talk about how the world, like, groans and moans for certain things and stuff like that. I don't know nothing about that, but I feel like my body does that sometimes, and my mind needs it sometimes too.
Yeah.
And even my spirit, like, sometimes it's just like, nah, man, you just need to rest today. Like,
that's real.
You don't need to do nothing else. So I'll definitely do that. I definitely want to go to the beach more. The day that we had our beach day, I really enjoyed it. Before, when I was younger, I just wanted to be really active all the time, and so I would go to the beach and I'd get bored, and then I'd be like, all right, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
But that day that we went, I was able to really enjoy the beach and listen to music and be around friends, and so I definitely want to try to do that more often. Long Beach is just really whack. So I gotta go to another beach because it ain't gonna work out here. But I definitely want to try that out. That was something that you mentioned that I was like, okay, like, I like the outdoors and I like to do that. So let me. That's another thing that I really want to start to do too, is pick up good habits from other people.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have something that's kind of intriguing to me, I really want to. All right, let me try it out and see if it works for me too. Yeah, man, that's some of the things that I do that I know for a fact work for me. Yoga definitely works. Yoga Nidra definitely works. And just music, writing, definitely helps me out a lot. Even if it's just for nothing, just sitting down and writing, free writing, whatever. Getting some stuff off of me, it just feels good.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. Well, I do want to say something. So it's funny. I wanted to actually make a little video about it, but I didn't get a chance to. So I was watching, I was doing last week's YouTube video, and I was like, I had leaned down, and I was like, why ain't nobody tell me my bald spot looked that bad? I was like, how come ain't nobody really tell me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need to do something about that. So, I'm on here today saying that I might have to shave my head. I don't think it looks terrible, but I just wanted to bring it to the forefront. Like, hey, I can't lean down too much. When I lean, I got to do this now. 'Cause I don't want nobody to see how bald I'm getting on the top. But
man, I say rock with it.
Yeah, I'm rocking, man.
Rock with it.
I'm rocking, man. It was funny to me. It was funny to me. Like, I saw it and I was like, ugh, I'm thinning. And then I was like, I don't even care. Like, it's funny. Like, it's life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It is what it is. Like, I don't even care. But yeah, man. That's all. I just wanted to say that real fast. But where can the folks find you at, man?
You can find me at Just Mike Brown on all social media. You can find me at PrimoMiguel.com. Where can the people find you?
You can find me at Alfpha, ALFPHA _presents on social media. You can find us on The Art of Letting Go on YouTube, The Art of Letting Go podcast on YouTube, iTunes, SoundCloud. Yeah, man, that's pretty much where we at.
You can also find us Saturday at the Million Man Meditation. We'll both be performing.
Mm-hmm.
We will be speaking. We will be doing some live podcasts. We will be showing you how to create your own podcast.
Yes, sir.
And anything else that you would love to know from us, the information will be there because we will be there.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Good talk.
Yeah, man.
Definitely good talk.
So this has been Mike Brown.
This is Alpha.
And this is The Art of Letting Go.
Letting go. Letting go. Peace.